Hi there, it's Mkali Hashiki. And so I talked about what is a healer and what is healing, and also what is erotic embodiment. In this video, I'm going to bring it all together. So, why is erotic embodiment important for healers and important for the healing process? Well, first of all, erotic embodiment is being fully present in your body. And I think because there's this confusion between the erotic and the sexual, and our sexual, unless we're sex workers who are, by the way, healers, and sex work is a form of healing. And so in that context of healing, having your sexual energy be present is completely appropriate. In other forms of healing, having your sexual energy be present in the session as a healer is not appropriate. And so because there's this this confusion between the sexual and the erotic, folks are like, oh, okay, so my sexual energy shouldn't be present. And they sort of flip the switch. And that also shuts down all of their erotic energy being present in the session. And erotic energy is healing energy. So if you are cutting yourself off from parts of, from the full power of your healing energy because your body or your consciousness believes that your erotic energy is your sexual energy and your sexual energy shouldn't be present in this session, you are eliminating, you are like halving, cutting in half, having, you are diminishing, let's say, you're diminishing your healing power and thus the impact of your healing work on your clients. So there's that. And part of increasing your erotic embodiment is not just about your professional life, but it's also about what's happening in your personal life. What's happening with the pleasure that you are seeking or not seeking or experiencing or not experiencing in your personal life, and what's going on with the pleasure that you are experiencing in your healing work. So remember I talked about healing is a process and both folks are healing or neither is healing. So as part of healing, what is the pleasure you as a healer get out of your healing work? And a lot of times if you ask healers, what do you get out of your healing work? They will give you an answer that's very much intellectual. It's very much about pleasing thoughts or maybe pleasing emotions, but it's not about the pleasure in their body. It's not about their physical pleasure. Because again, we confuse physical pleasure with sexual pleasure, and those are not the same things. And if you're like, Mkali Hashiki, what do you mean? How's that different? What are the ways that I can increase my erotic energy or my erotic embodiment during my healing sessions? You should join my upcoming 5-week cyber course called My Pleasure, My Power, My Practice, Erotic Embodiment for Healers. We'll be going over all of this. We'll be chewing on some of this. What is the difference between erotic energy and sexual energy, and how do I be present in my erotic energy and not have my sexual energy be present if I'm not a sex worker and not engaged in sexual healing, in that form of sexual healing. And we'll also be doing concrete exercises. We'll be learning, like, how do I understand this difference? Like, we could talk about it, blah, 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 but how do I grok it? How do I somatically understand it? So we'll be doing exercises to feel erotic energy and to circulate it throughout the body. We'll also be talking about what is the pleasure that we get from our healing work, and how can we set up post and pre-session rituals that keep our pleasure, as a priority in the session, not as a priority over our clients' well-being or their healing. That's not what I'm saying. But since both of us are healing, right? The client is healing during the session and we are healing during this session. And part of our healing is being connected to our pleasure. So how do we do all that? That's stuff that's going to come up in the 5-week cyber course. So there's only a few days left to register. We start the week of October 20th, so you can either join us on Sundays at 2 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time or PDT. And if you want to join that cohort, then you really need to, the registration for that will stop on October the 18th. And or you can, not and or, because I'm going to ask people to stay in their particular cohorts, or you can join us on Fridays at noon PDT. And if you are interested in the Friday course, then the cutoff date would for registering would be the 23rd. Anyway, for more information, you should go to my website, fiercepassions.com. So FIERCEPASSIONS.com. And it's either, there's a link wherever you're seeing this video, there's a link to get to my website and to get to the application for the cyber course. This is going to be really exciting. This is going to be really transformative for all of us. Because remember, we're all healing. So you'll be healing and I'll be healing. This is going to be transformative for all of us, and you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss this. If you are a healer who is seeking to make your healing more sustainable and more pleasurable, and you really want to be more embodied, not only in your healing work, but also in your personal life, you do not want to miss this course. So go ahead and go to my website, check out the FAQs, check out the course curriculum, and then go ahead and fill out an application. Let's have a chat. And then I'll be seeing you for 5 weeks. The Sunday, I do want to say that the Sunday is almost full. Both of them are limited to 10 folks, so you don't want to miss out. And I hope to see you there. I look forward to creating and deepening community with you. So until then, breathe as deeply as you can, live as fully as you can, and love as wholly as you can. Peace out.